I think it left a lot of people continuing to be hungry to be able to reach our league championship and our league playoffs because, again, we were in that fifth place position. So we want to make sure that we get out of that spot and really work our way into the top two, top three, and see what we can do to kind of control our destiny as we get closer towards the end of the season. But we know that we have the potential to get there. It's just making sure that we follow the steps and pay attention to the details as we go.
I think we had a great team atmosphere last year. We were all good friends on and off the field, and that really helped us connect passes and be a team on the field.
I think a huge thing has been, every inch counts and every game counts. Like last year, and for the past couple of years, we've come in that fifth place in Liberty League. So I think this is our year, and I think we've learned from the past couple of years that, every inch counts and get to every single ball and just bring a new intensity to every single game and show up, be present to everyone, because everyone does count.
We definitely learned that we need to keep our intensity up for a full game. A lot of times we'll have little lulls in the games, and they cost us some big games looking back last year. Definitely the St. Lawrence game, we wish we could take that one back. So we're just trying to keep up our intensity throughout the entire season this year, every minute of every game.
We've had some great leadership in the past from our captains and the seniors from past years. I think just the biggest thing is, being a leader on the field, but also off the field. So in terms of academics and just morale on the team, like making sure we're really close off the field and have that show on the field as well.
So far I'm seeing that we're all really supportive of each other on the field. We're always there for those double teams. We are making the recovery runs back even though we're exhausted. Everyone's trying to get back there on defense to help out. We're working well to get the ball out of our defensive end, trying to score some more goals this year.
I think our team as a whole is very inclusive and has really helped the freshmen be comfortable on the field and off right away, which has been tremendous to be able to start to see them experience and truly play at their potential instead of being hesitant and uncertain of themselves as they kind of question whether or not they should do one thing or another. But because the upperclassmen have been so great about getting them involved right away in everything that they're doing, then it seems like the comfort level is very visible on the field.
Yeah, we're switching things up a little bit this season, trying out some new systems, which should be interesting. It's going to be a little different from last year. And we are losing that midline because that was our starting midline last year was all seniors. So we have some new people stepping up, and it should be exciting. We're trying a bunch of new things out.
I think we're trying to focus a little bit more on some creativity instead of just a very simple, very straightforward progress up the field. And I think that, including that, has been a little bit challenging, just changing people's mindsets and expectations of what they're so accustomed to. But once we actually are able to break that mold, I think we've got a lot of potential.
The systems seem to be working well. We're able to really, we've lacked a lot on our offensive push, I found, in the past couple of years, and so this new system allows us to really add a lot of support heading up into the circle, which hopefully will lead to more goals and more wins.
I think one of the biggest differences and biggest changes that we've seen over maybe the past 3-4 years has been the idea of top to bottom team pride and team inclusion, as well as team goal instead of individual goal. And the focus on that has really allowed us to go from a 6-10 3-4 years ago to the 11-7 and 10-6 the past couple years. So the opportunity to be able to have a team goal instead of focusing on how much playing time am I getting versus, is the team being successful and how can I help that goal be achieved?
Yeah, we've always found the past 3 seasons that we dip in the middle, and then so we start out really strong, and then right at Liberty Leagues we find that we drop. So I think starting off strong, but also finding a way to keep going strong. I know last spring season we focused on, even in the weight room, just about halfway through the semester when academics are really picking up, to try and test then and do things that really push us so that we're used to, when we're tired, to pushing through.
I agree with Kate. Sometimes we get a little lull right there in the middle of the season when academics pick up, everything starts picking up with the school year, season, everything just starts piling on. I think one thing that we can really focus on is that when we step onto the field for each practice, each game, it's just field hockey. No academics, no drama, nothing else, just field hockey for a full 70 minutes or an hour and a half, whatever it might be.
I think it's just having the awareness of every single league game really could be the do or die, and we saw that last year with one of our league games that we should have won, and that ended up being kind of the one thing that really kicked us out of postseason. But we play a lot of really tough competitive non-league games in anticipation that we'll hopefully pinpoint some weaknesses that we have so we can plug those before we get started with our league play.
I know the win against Montclair last year really got us amped up and ready for Liberty Leagues. So just focusing on one game at a time, just don't look too far ahead, and we know what's coming up next, and we focus on that team and what their tendencies are. And having missed Liberty Leagues now 3 years in a row by one game, I know it's going to be huge this year just to fight each team on their own. And
I know a lot of times it can be difficult, as you said, we're going up against some of the top teams in the country in our league. Well, we go in knowing that every game is played for a reason, anything can happen on any given day, and that we have to go out there, try our hardest to win, and anything can fall our way any given day.